Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Ball State's offense takes the field for the first time today. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Stopped after making the catch.
Early in the game, I love giving my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Cardinals line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll take it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Now on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. To the air, it's King. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Right back to the well. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Georgia Tech, 7, Ball State, 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Makes his man miss. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. The give. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He finds his man. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The Cardinals are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. At the 45 on its way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Finds his man. It's slow. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And now on second down for this offense. Trying play action. Got him downfield. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
And the Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half.
To advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Here's the handoff. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's King. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He'll take a shot. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Don't you just love the big boys? When the big boys up front do their job and create a great pocket, and the quarterback has time now to survey the field and take shots down the field and make huge plays.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Cardinals are in the hurry-up. To the ground. He's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Now the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He makes the connection. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Cardinals have moved it inside the 20. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
Love the grab just past the 1st down line to allow the drive to continue. So that's a nice play by the QB and receiver there.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Makes the catch. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They're going to throw it again. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. But listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
Man, I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Trying to slam in. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. The give as they work on that clock. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.